Yes, hello, dears. This is the Ninth Dimensional Pleiadian Collective, and it is a pleasure and an honor to have the opportunity to connect with you. So today we wanted to talk about the energy surrounding the June solstice 2020. And we always like to look at the solstices and the equinoxes because they are good markers for you and give you an indication of where you're heading for the arc of the year. So where are you heading for the next 6 months? We're going to look at that here. As you are in June right now, June through mid-July is an opportunity for you to let go of a lot of limiting beliefs. It's also an opportunity to be very present in the moment, because if you're not present and you are just reacting out of fear, out of habit, out of old belief systems, it's going to be a very, very challenging time, and there is the opportunity for things to spark very quickly and to spiral out of control unless you are very conscious. Now, for some of you, even those words will strike fear, but we're telling you this not to invoke that fear, but rather for you to be aware that those limiting perceptions are still in place. They're still running in your energetic field. So as you are very present in the moment, as you put yourself in a heart-centered space, you can hear people's stories, people's perceptions, another way of seeing things, and you can hold a space of compassion without yourself being triggered and activated, because you are aligning with yourself as an aspect of the divine. You are aligning with yourself as a divine being of light having this physical experience as opposed to a limited, finite human being. You are a human being, yes, but you are a souled human being. You are a divine being of light who has donned this character, for lack of a better term, and you are having an adventure. So make it an adventure. Don't fear what is coming, but rather stand in your power and decide how you would like to experience it. You have the capability within you to decide what frequency you want to hold. Your frequency is not dependent on what is happening outside of you, and what is happening outside of you is not determining, unless you are not standing in your power, how you are feeling and experiencing the moment. So during this time, we encourage you to be exceptionally present, because it will help you to mitigate any potential dramas. It will also allow you to stand in your power and to decide in every moment how you wish to feel, and not just react to what's going on outside of you and being a victim to your reality, but rather allowing you to be the creator of your reality by choosing specific frequencies in the moment. And you do that by being in the heart center. Now, as you get to August, the energies are going to level out just a little bit. You'll have a little bit of a respite in order for you to say, all right, this is our new normal, or quasi-normal, shall we say, because this is just a passing phase. You're moving through this energy, but you have now come out of one cycle and one phase of integration. And then as you get into a little deeper into your fall, into October, there is going to be more energy that's coming up to be integrated. Now, you'll be building upon what you have just done right now. All right, all of the patience, all of the listening, all of the reviewing of your belief systems, so that when you do get to October, you are going to be in a more centered space so that you don't just respond out of reaction. Because there is the potential here with so many planets in unique alignments for things to rise and escalate very, very quickly, especially this period between June and July. And as you move to October, it is still present to some extent. So it is going to be very important for you to speak about the vibrational essence of what it is that you want to create, as opposed to what it looks like. Because as you start to speak to others about how you want to feel and how you want to show up and how you want to experience reality, as opposed to what it looks like, you're going to find that you're on the same page. If you're using the old ways of communicating, the old ways of defining who you are, you're going to feel like you're on vastly different pages, that you don't want the same things. There are many ways to achieve a result. And when you start talking about the essence, the vibrational essence of what it is that you want to create, you can find new roads of compromise. You can find new ways of expressing those truths, because too often right now you keep going back to the old mental box. You keep going back to that old collection of beliefs about how things have to be created. And you've gone about as far as you can go with that finite box of belief systems. You've got to step outside the box and open up to new potentials. And you do that by first working with the frequency rather than the form. If you try to put the form first, it will fail because you don't have a reference point and you don't know what the foundation is because you haven't decided what the frequency is. So once you decide on that frequency, then you can start to build. In a linear perceived reality, which you are experiencing, the feminine always comes first. Then it's followed by the masculine. In the higher realms, they occur concurrently. But where you are, the feminine always comes first. In linear perceived reality, that means your feeling states. And you actually have been processing through the emotions just now, all right, over the course of the last 3 months, so that when you get to this time here, you are working on integrating the masculine aspect, the thought aspect. All right. So you've been healing the emotional, and now you get to build by pulsing out the emotional. And as you move forward, you're going to start looking at your thought systems, your belief systems, and healing those. And then you'll start to have new thoughts because the base frequency of the emotions that you want to stand in will change the kinds of thoughts that you're having. And this is what you're working on as you move from June to December. You're working on creating new thoughts, new ways of communicating and expressing externally that which you have been working internally on. So it's an exciting time for you all. This should feel like a period of great exploration. It should feel like a new beginning. All right, and you can choose to perceive it that way. You can go inside and see it as an adventure, or you can shut down and live in fear. It's your choice. So we would highly encourage you to see it as an opportunity for growth and expansion and excitement, as opposed to the trauma and drama that you are being bombarded with. You're being told and frankly sold a bill of lies about your reality and how it's built. So we are here. This is why the Pleiadians are showing up. We are here to kind of crack open that perception of reality for you so that you can start to build a new reality. But have fun with it, because you are only limited by the limitations you set upon yourself. All right, dear ones. So know that we are around. We are watching. We are waiting. And we are sending many, many well wishes.